We're Caden and he's Timothy. I'm Caden and he's Timothy. So we kind of want to talk about how does your life work and tell us about yourself.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. So, first of all, thanks so much for having me today. I'm really excited, and I hope you guys don't grill me with too many hard questions because I've heard a lot of good things. So, I'm excited to dive into this. So, a little bit about me. I run a company called Bitwall. We build software, and in particular, we build software that helps businesses run loyalty programs for their customers. And one of the big initiatives we're working on right now is in conjunction with a company that you know very well. And the one that we're going to talk about today is an initiative called Watch Out. And Watch Out is a platform that is a consumer protection and rewards program. And so within Watch Out, the overall goal is to help customers save money, save time, as well as really protect themselves and have a chance to save their lives. And we are building the ecosystem that allows them to do that, and we do it in a variety of ways. And as part of this, kind of discussion around this whole thing that we're talking about here, I'll leave it open for you how you want to ask questions. You guys can guide it, but just so you can understand it, basically, we've got a consumer app, and so this is for iPhone, and in particular, we're going to do one for Android too. And we also have a web app, and that's how businesses can use our platform.
Okay. Do you have any apps for like Apple or like stuff like that?
We do, yeah, yeah. So the first app that we've built is an iOS app, and that's for Apple. And so basically, what we've got here is it's a tool that allows consumers to be able to see recalls for products that could impact their life. So, for instance, let's say that your vehicle was on recall, or I'm sure that neither one of you two has an actual car, but maybe your parents, for instance. And so then, when if your car is on recall, there's issues that could potentially present safety hazards for it. And so our app helps consumers understand when their particular vehicle is on recall. And then we help them be able to, as quickly and as effectively as possible, address that so they can then essentially make their car safe again. And so that's on the iPhone app. The second piece here that's pretty cool is we help protect consumers, but also we help reward consumers as well. And so when they actually take action and have dealt with one of their recalls, we want to deliver rewards to these consumers to essentially thank them for what they're doing. And so those rewards could be free coffee at a gas station, for instance, or discounts at your favorite stores, things like that. And so we try to make sure that our customers are protected, but also that the brands that we work with are able to essentially show some love to their consumers and thank them for being good consumers.
Yeah. Why did you choose this profession?
Yeah, absolutely. I love technology. And one of the reasons why it really excited me is because I really like to build things and I really like the problem solving mindset. And that's one thing that I think has got me excited to be speaking with both you two today. I've heard a lot of good things about your school, and it sounds like there's a lot of opportunities to learn about technology, but also get into this problem solving mindset. And that's one thing that always excited me. For instance, one of the things that, in your day to day, you always encounter things that could be improved or challenges in your life that you want to be able to think of creative solutions for. And technology is really exciting because it allows you to build solutions to the problems that you've got, but also be able to make those solutions available to other people to improve their lives as well. And that really
Well,
excites me.
technology here.
Oh, what's that?
Well, we use technologies here, so technology is our tool of learning.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you know all about this. This is definitely the bread and butter there. And I think it's some sweet stuff. So you guys are doing some good things.
How might your company help schools and people who want to learn?
Yeah, I think that one way that we can help is be able to essentially showcase the process for how we started this company. One of the things that's exciting is that within entrepreneurship, it's always challenging to understand how do you take a problem and be able to come up with a unique solution for it and make it valuable to others. And so I think that this company in particular, in this initiative, one thing that we can do to be able to help schools and help others learn would be able to have interactive sessions like this where we explain our line of work. We also could essentially take some of our technology and build out some ways for the students at the school to interact with it, and even make recommendations and suggestions for what we could change too. That'd be a nice way for us to have some hands-on activities to get the students to understand our world and be able to help innovate with us.
Oh, what does your app do, and what inspired you to create this app?
Yeah, so the thing that inspired this idea is that um, right now as people own more and more products in their lives, we're becoming more and more aware in terms of some of the safety hazards and some of the potential challenges with regards to that. And so we were thinking, okay, we've got all of these products that are out there, and we've got all of these more and more recalls and safety issues that are resulting for these products. And so we thought, how can we bring all this information into one platform that helps protect consumers? We also were thinking, okay, if we're going to bring all this protection into one app, we also have a great way for all of these businesses and brands to reward these consumers as well. And so that was the inspiration behind it. The way that it works is we've got, as we mentioned, so we've got a mobile app, and so it's on your phone, and consumers can receive insights and information regarding recalls that could impact their lives. In addition to that, as they go about their lives and as they navigate through their towns, their cities, etc., we've created geofences through various spots. And when you enter into a geofence, what that does is it notifies us and allows us to deliver a relevant reward to those customers. So if you were to go to a geofence at a special gas station, for instance, we'd be able to deliver a reward directly to you from that gas station. And so there's some really cool ways that we allow these businesses to reward the customers on our product.
Next question.
What does your app, I mean, how does your app help people?
Yeah, so one of the ways that it helps people is that we're all about figuring out how we can better protect them. And as you mentioned, so there's some really kind of interesting numbers behind how frequent product recalls are happening now. But basically, right now, for instance, 1 out of every 5 vehicle that's out there has an outstanding recall. And so that means that it has a safety issue that has not been addressed yet. That's a lot of vehicles that are out there that have not had these recalls addressed. And so we help people by making them aware of these potential safety hazards, and then help make the process for them to be able to address that as easy as possible, because sometimes it can be pretty challenging. So we help them in that regard. We also, as you mentioned, deliver these rewards and incentives to these customers too, which is just a fun way for us to allow these brands to really say thank you to their customers and do it in a way where they can have a kind of a surprising and exciting experience using our product and with their brand.
What skills and information did you need to develop this app?
There's a pretty big variety of skills that you want for this kind of product. So basically for our team, basically we've got, so I'm the one that's leading the team. So my role is to basically understand the overall vision for what we want to do with this product, understand what are the business implications, as well as what are going to be the overall technology requirements to make this product happen. And so as part of that, then we put together basically a timeline and a roadmap that showcases how we're going to build the technology for this. Then we've got teammates with a whole variety of skills. Some, for instance, who are software engineers, and it's their responsibility to actually build the technology that's going to make this app work. So, for instance, with all of the product recalls that we're bringing in, we need to actually find all the information for it, store it, and be able to deliver it to all of our app users. So we've got teammates who are actually building the infrastructure to make that possible. We also have teammates who are doing the design for all of this. And so for the product itself, the actual design that you see on the phone, as well as what businesses can see on our website, we have teammates who design it and then put together all of the assets that we then use to build it. We also have teammates who are building the mobile app itself. And so for the iPhone, we need to build using really a specific programming language for iPhone. We are building the app for that. And so it's got a good variety of skills that people have for it. And some of the most important things are being able to understand what's the problem we're solving, how do we solve it, and then what are the different steps we need to get there, and then we go out and do it from there.
How does your team work together?
So basically, what we do is we use what's called 2-week development sprints for our products. And so what it means is that we put together a full roadmap for the product itself. And this product, it might be something that lasts over several months. We then divide it up into 2-week milestones. And so over the course of 2 weeks, there's a certain goal that we want to hit. Then the plan from there is we have what's called daily standing meetings. So we're all in the same room as it is. And then to start off each day, we dive into what we did the previous day, what we're going to be doing today, and then what challenges we might be encountering and how the rest of the team can help each other out. And so it's a really collaborative environment where everybody's working together to try to figure out, how we can continue to make progress on what we're working on.
What's your favorite part about this app?
I think my favorite part about this is that we have an opportunity to make people's lives better and safer by helping them understand how they can be protected using their products, as well as allowing these brands to be able to send these fun rewards and thank you to their loyal customers. That to me is a really unique opportunity, and I think that we can deliver on that by pulling together all this great information.
What are the challenges of being an app developer?
I think there's a variety of challenges. One is that there's so many different challenges out there in terms of opportunities for what kind of apps to build. So part of it is actually figuring out what challenge is it that you want to tackle with regards to your app. For instance, you look at what Uber, Lyft, and other companies have done. That's a really unique world they're operating in, where they're building these on-demand taxi services, essentially. And so that's just one idea of an opportunity, and it exists across a full spectrum of ideas that are out there. And so for us, we look at the world and say, okay, what are the different challenges that we see, and what are the opportunities that we see? And then we have to figure out how we prioritize those opportunities and then build the products from there. So I think that's one of the challenges. Also, another challenge is that the technology is always changing. And so, for instance, the different development languages, those are always evolving and growing too. And so it really is important to make sure that you just stay on top of it and are aware in terms of what are the best practices that are going into that. But those challenges are good too, because it also, if by staying on top of that, it helps you really understand how these languages work, as well as how technology works, and helps you understand what the future is going to look like.
If you could look into the future, what type of apps would you make?
Oh, interesting. I think that's a good one. So I think there's going to be, obviously your phone is always, in my mind, the phone is going to be something that will still be crucial for years to come. I think that the personal assistance, though, is really going to be the winning ticket moving forward. And you guys have probably seen the Echoes, Google Home, even
Yeah.
Siri for your phone, things like that. And so that, in my mind, is going to be what the next big wave of innovation and technology is going to be, because you're going to have all of these personal assistants that understand your world, your needs, and help personalize really everything for you. And that, to me, is going to be what the future holds for technology. And so I think that's going to be really exciting.
What advice would you give young people who want to follow in your footsteps?
I would say that what I recommend is to think through the opportunities and ideas that you've got today, and what kind of ideas you could build that would improve your life, and essentially go through that process of figuring out how to do it. In doing so, reach out to people like me, others that you know, and figure out how you could take your idea and turn it into a reality. That kind of process will help you essentially understand the overall idea process, as well as what it actually takes to go from really just an idea to actually putting that idea in motion. So I think that would be a great way to do it. Also, I would look for as many hands-on learning activities as you possibly can get. For instance, it sounds like your school already has got a lot of great opportunities to get immersed into some fun stuff. And so I would definitely take every chance you can to be able to get hands-on and get working with some fun technologies.
So I think that was all that you need to know about you.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you for joining us today, and
Awesome. Well, yeah, it was great chatting with you guys, and keep up the good work. It sounds like you're doing some big things over there.
Thank you.
thank you.